Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we are going on this incredible journey back in time to uncover one of the biggest, most important ideas in all of human history, the story of farming.
So, have you ever really thought about it? Where does that pizza slice actually come from? Or those French fries? Well, believe it or not, the story starts thousands and thousands of years ago, and it all comes down to farming. To figure out how it all began, we're going to follow our awesome guide, Tara. She's an expert time traveler, and she's here to help us find all the answers.
Okay, hold on tight. Tara is firing up the time machine, and we're going way, way back, over 12,000 years ago. Just try to imagine a world with no grocery stores, no towns, not even a single farm anywhere.
So, look at this. We're talking about two completely different ways of life here. Before farming, pretty much everyone was a hunter-gatherer, which meant you were always on the move, always looking for your next meal. But check out the difference. Farming meant people could finally settle down and build villages. It was a total game changer.
I mean, just try to picture it. A small group of people, maybe like your family and a few friends, would need this huge area of land, maybe the size of a whole city, just to find enough berries and animals to eat for a few weeks. Because of that, the world could only support a tiny number of people back then.
But then, everything changed. It looks like Tara has found the exact moment it all started. Sometime around 10,000 BCE, somebody, somewhere, had this revolutionary idea. An idea that would literally change the world forever.
And that right there was the big question. What if, instead of wandering for miles and miles searching for food, you could just grow it, right there, right outside your door? It seems so simple to us now, right? But back then, wow. It was one of the most brilliant ideas anyone had ever had. So this whole amazing idea has a name. It's called domestication. You can think of it like a partnership. Humans started choosing the tastiest plants and the most helpful animals and giving them special care. And over thousands of years, this changed them from wild to tame. Kind of like how wild wolves slowly became our friendly pet dogs.
So how in the world did they do it? Well, you could say they became the world's very first scientists. They'd find the wild wheat with the absolute biggest grains, or the peas that were just a little bit sweeter. Then, by only planting the seeds from those very best plants, they slowly created the amazing supercrops that we all eat today.
Okay, so the very first big farming experiment, it all started in this one special place called the Fertile Crescent. This is where people first figured out how to domesticate these incredible plants like wheat and barley, and friendly animals like sheep and goats. This was it, the very first agricultural revolution.
Now, let's be real. Farming was incredibly hard work. But if there's one thing humans are great at, it's inventing stuff. Tara's about to show us some of the amazing tools that these early super farmers created to make their lives just a little bit easier.
Yeah, you gotta remember, there were no tractors or fancy machines back then. Early farmers had to rely on their own strength and, their own cleverness. Their inventions were kind of like superpowers that let them turn tough soil and water dry fields, which meant they could grow more food than ever before. And one of the first just brilliant inventions was the plow. Before this, people had to dig up all this hard ground with like sticks. Can you imagine? But the plow could be pulled by strong oxen and it just sliced right through the soil. This one invention made it possible to farm huge fields.
Okay, so what do you do if your farm isn't right next to a river? Simple. You bring the river to your farm. And that's irrigation. People in places like ancient Egypt dug these long canals to carry water from the Nile River right to their thirsty crops. This meant they could grow tons of food even in the middle of a dry desert.
Whoa, check out this timeline. For thousands and thousands of years, farming tech moved along pretty slowly. The plow, irrigation. But then, bam! Look at the last 100 years or so. Things just exploded with inventions like tractors and all kinds of modern science. So you might be thinking, did this whole farming thing only happen in the Fertile Crescent? Nope, not at all. What Tara is showing us is that people all over the planet figured out how to become farmers, all on their own. Come on, let's go on a little global adventure.
All right, our next stop with Tara takes us far to the east. I want you to picture something. Instead of wheat fields, imagine these beautiful watery fields called paddies carved right into the hillsides. For thousands of years, this is how farmers in ancient China grew one of the most important foods in the world.
Right. So in ancient China, farmers became absolute masters at growing rice and millet.
Now, growing rice is really tricky. It needs tons of water. So they built these incredible paddy systems to flood the fields at just the right time. And they also domesticated pigs and chickens, which are still some of the most popular farm animals on the planet.
Okay, let's zip across the globe again, with Tara all the way to the Americas. Over here, farmers came up with this super clever way to plant their crops. They figured out that some plants are actually friends, and they can help each other grow. They called this amazing team the Three Sisters.
I mean, how cool is that? The tall corn stalks acted like a pole for the beans to climb. The beans put important nutrients back into the soil for the other plants, and the big squash leaves spread out over the ground, which kept pesky weeds from growing. And hey, farmers here also gave the world potatoes, tomatoes, and even domesticated the turkey.
You know, what's really fun about this is that even with everything we've learned, there are still these huge mysteries left to solve. Historians and archaeologists are basically detectives of the past, and they're still out there digging for clues. We still don't know the name of the very first person who planted a seed, or exactly what they were thinking that day. Isn't that exciting? There's still so much more to discover.
Okay, so we've seen how farming started and how it spread. But how did this one single idea literally change everything? Let's join Tara as she breaks it down for us with the 5 biggest ways that planting seeds shaped our world.
I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing when you stop and think about it. Farming gave us permanent homes. It gave us more food, which meant more people. It freed people up to have new jobs. Not everyone had to be a farmer anymore. And that led to new inventions. And it connected the whole world through trade. Almost everything about our modern lives is possible because someone, a long, long time ago, decided to plant a seed.
And this quote, wow, it really says it all, doesn't it? Without agriculture, there would be no culture. Our art, our science, our communities, all of it grew from the stable foundation that farming gave us. It gave us the time we needed to think, to create, and to build entire civilizations.
Think about it. Those first farmers looked at a wild world and created something brand new, something that would eventually feed billions of people. They were builders, they were innovators, and you know what? That same power to create is inside you. So the question is, what amazing thing will you build, create, or grow? Thanks for exploring with us.